Welcome to my channel, Wendy's Kooky Crochet Tutorial. In this video, guys, we're going to make this super cute Valentine's Day inspired purse. I hope you love it as much as I do. Alright, so for this project, what I'm going to use is I'm using my 5mm crochet hook. You're also going to need a yarn needle. You're going to need a zipper. I'm going to need my disappearing ink. You don't absolutely have to have this, but to make the letters, I like kind of drawing it on beforehand. I'm going to use a measuring tape. Oh, and I'm going to use a zipper. My zipper here is just all-purpose 7-inch white zipper polyester here. And I'm going to need scrap yarn, so I'm going to need I'm using pink, and this is quite literally a scrap project. So I'm using my pink yarn, I'm using white yarn that I have left over. This is how work should wait for, and then this is a bulky weight white yarn. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain. Let me start with the pink first, perhaps. I'm going to move everything else out of the way. Oh, you're also going to need your scissors and probably some stitch markers. So I'm going to find the end of this yarn. Of course, this yarn's a hot mess because I've just been, again, scrappy yarn project, you know, so I've just been working with this yarn. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slip knot on my hook. Now you're just going to chain 20 plus 1, so that'll be a total of 21 chains. What we're going to do is, again, chain 20 and then one more, and that's going to be our turning chain. So 21 chains all together, and then we'll work back down our chain. Alright, so now I'm done with my chain. I've got 20 plus 1. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet, half double crochet. I'm going to half double crochet all the way down this chain, and that will make 20 half double crochets down this chain. That's 20 half double crochets all the way down. I'm going to chain 1, and now I'm going to turn, and now I'm just going to do half double crochets all the way down again. So 20 half double crochets all the way down one more time, or a whole bunch more times, quite honestly. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to keep repeating the 20 half double crochets until I get to 17 rows. So 17 rows is what I'm going for here. So guys, I will meet you back here after I'm done with row number 17. And pause it right here if you want to. And again, I'll meet you back here at row number 17. Alright, so now I've finished my 17 rows. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to single crochet. So I chained 1, now I'm going to turn. So I'm going to single crochet across the top. But in this first stitch right here, I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that first stitch. So 1, 2, and then 3. And that makes my corner stitch there. So now I'm just going to do 1 single crochet across the top until I get to that very last stitch, and then I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that very last stitch. My yarn's all knotted up here. Okay, so now I'm in my last stitch. I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that last stitch, or that last half double crochet I made from the previous row. 2 and then 3. And so now I'm not going to chain 1, I'm going to single crochet down the side of my work. So you're going to put the single crochets where they make sense to you, but try to have the same size, have the same amount on each side on all of your squares. So with me, since I have 17 rows, I just did 1 single crochet at the end of each row here, so I'll have 17, and that's not counting the 3 in the corner. So I'm just going to single crochet at the end of each row, and I should have 17 going all the way down this side. So now when you get all the way up to the top, so that chain that you made at first, you're going to do 3 single crochets in that chain. In the very first one. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm going to do 1 single crochet all the way across until I get to that very last chain. I'm going to do 3 in that one also. Alright, so I'm at the very last one, so I'm going to do 3 single crochets in this very last stitch. So that's my corner again. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. So I should have approximately 17 going down this side, and it's okay if you have more than that. You can kind of fudge it at the end. It's okay. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Alright, so after you do your 17, you're going to slip stitch that first double crochet that you made. So this is the first one in that set of 3 here. So I'm just going to slip stitch that very first one made. And then you're just going to cut your yarn and tie it off. I'm going to work this end in a bit here. Just work this in just a little bit here so it's out of our way. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to write love on it, and again I've got a bunch of this scrap yarn here, and this is the puffy yarn, so I'm going to, I don't know, cut off a fairly decent amount of this yarn. And I'm going to grab my yarn needle. I'm just going to thread it. And you know, you don't have to write love. You could write anything that you wanted to, actually. You could write XOXO, that would be cute. There's tons of different things you could write. Or you could, you know, write anti-love. Whatever you want to write would be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find the middle here. So I'm going to fold it in half to find the middle, and I'm going to mark it with my stitch marker. And then I'm going to fold it in the middle the other direction. And again, mark that with my stitch marker. So now I kind of have a guide. So I know my letters need to fit in between here and here. So I'm just going to write out love. And this is disappearing ink. I love using the disappearing ink. If you've never used it, it's fantastic. You don't have to use it if you trust yourself to do this without it, but I don't really trust myself to do a very good job without it. And of course you can just get it on Amazon. That's where I ordered it anyway. And I'm not very good at making O's, so I do the best I can with O's. I find that the puffy blanket kind of yarn is very forgiving though, which I do enjoy the fact that it is very forgiving. So I'm going to make my V. The lovely thing about disappearing ink is obviously this will disappear and you definitely will not be able to see it. Okay. So I'm just going to start up here with the L. And if I kind of get it off a little bit, because that was kind of working in between some stitches there, so the puffy yarn can be a little bit hard to pull through. And I'll probably burn this to melt it some when I'm finished. That way it doesn't come out. So now I'm just working down my line. If you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing to my channel, guys. I literally celebrate every time I get a new subscriber, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, so now I have my love on this one done. So make sure that you do 2 like this. So 2 that say love or XOXO or whatever you would like them to say. And so now I am going to kind of weave this through here some, through here some, through here some. I might should have left that first piece a little bit longer, but that's okay. So I'm going to tie these two together now. Okay, I can take my stitch markers out here, and I'm not going to worry about that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put cloth on mine, so I'm going to line mine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our heart. So I've already got one made, and of course you're going to make two, something similar to this. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. It could be different. And again, I've got so much scrap white here. Look at all this. This is kind of ridiculous, right? So I've got so much scrap white here, but this isn't very thick. So I'm going to use like at least two of them. Yeah, let's use like two of them. That should be thick enough, I think. So again, I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. So I'm going to chain 20 plus 1, so that'll be 21. I'm going to do my slip knot. And then I'm going to chain 20 chains plus 1, 21. Okay, there's my 20, one more, 21, that's my turning chain. So now I'm going to half double crochet in each stitch all the way down, or the second stitch from the hook. So this is my first stitch, this is my second stitch. I'm going to half double crochet in that second stitch from the hook all the way down, and I will have a total of 20 half double crochets on row 1. Alright, so now I have my 20 half double crochets. I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn. And I'm also going to grab my pink yarn. So I've got a couple of scrap pinks here. I've got this scrap pink and this scrap pink. So they're very similar but not 100%. I think I'm going to use this scrap pink yarn. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, chain 1, turn, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in white in the first 5 stitches here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on my 5th, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this yarn. I'm not pulling all the way through here, so I'm going to attach this yarn on, and on my pull through, I want to pull through the pink yarn. So now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next stitch with the pink yarn, and now I'm going to go back to white. So I'm going to pull my white through. You see how it makes that clean stitch? And now I'm going to do, 8 half double crochets. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carry the pink with me. So I'm going to work the pink like in the back and carry it with me. There's 1, 2, you see how I'm working the pink over the pink? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And then on my 8th one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like I did before. So I've got the foundation for my half double crochet. I'm going to yarn over with the pink. I'm going to pull the pink through, and then I'm going to make a half double crochet in the next stitch. And now I'm going to yarn over with the white. I'm going to pull the white through. And now the last 5 stitches, I'm going to do one half double crochet in each stitch in white. I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn. And your yarn can get like a little bit messed up there. So this is going to be my back side and this is going to be my front side, just by the way. So I chained 1 and now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the first 4 stitches in white. So there's 1, 2, 3. Then on the 4th, I'm going to pull my white yarn now to the back, and then I'm going to yarn over with my pink. I'm going to finish that stitch in pink, and now I'm going to, in the next 3 stitches, 1 pink half double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and I didn't carry the white with me that time. I could have, but I didn't. Then 3, and now I'm going to yarn over with my white, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with white in the next 6 stitches, and I'm going to carry the pink with me. So there's 1, 2, oops, I dropped 1. Oh no, where'd you go? Oops. Ah, that one was done. So look, see, I still have a whole bunch right here though. I don't know how I got this. I think someone gave me a bunch of yarn that was just like cut. So I'm going to attach my yarn ends here. Alright, now trying this again. So we're going to pull the white or the pink to the back, white to pull everything to the back basically. And now you're going to half double crochet with the white in the next 6 stitches. I'm going to carry this pink too. Don't let me forget that, huh? Now I'm going to pull the white to the back. I'm going to yarn over with the pink, pull the pink through. I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches with pink. So there's 1, 2, and then 1 more. And now I'm going to pull the pink to the back because this is my back side. And I'm going to yarn over with the white. And I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with the white in the next 4 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So that was my, oops, let's finish that stitch. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So that was row 1, 2, 3. That was row 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm starting row 4. So I'm going to half double crochet in white in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and then 3. And I'm going to change to the pink, and I'm going to do 5 half double crochets with the pink in the next, or 1 half double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches with the pink. Sorry about that. So there's, I'm carrying the white with me right now. now I'm going to, of course, pull my pink to the back, yarn over with my white, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches with white. I'm going to carry the pink with me like I've been doing. There's 1, 2, kinda, 3, and then 4. But before I finish the 4 off again, I'm going to yarn over with my pink, and then I'm going to half double crochet with my pink in the next 5 stitches. This is, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one more, the last one, 5. Again, I'm going to drop the pink, I'm going to yarn over with my white, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches with white. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so now I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to turn. So now I'm working in my back side again here. So now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches with the white. So there's 1, 2. I'm going to pull my yarn to the back, the white. I'm going to yarn over with the pink. So now I have, actually, before I say that, I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with the pink in the next 7 stitches. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now I'm going to, I've got another scrappy white here, so I'm going to attach this other scrappy white one that I have. So I've got just loads of just little things of white laying around. So this one's a thicker yarn than this one was, so I'm going to just attach this yarn for the middle part and the other side. So now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches with white. So there's 1, 2. Now I'm going to color change to the pink, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with the pink in the next 7 stitches. So there's 1. I'm going to carry the white with me actually too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one more is 7. I'm going to again yarn over with my white, and then I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 2 whites. So there's 1, 2, and now I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And so now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with my white in my first stitch. I'm going to color change to my pink, and the next stitch I'm going to do 1 half double crochet with my pink, and I'm just going to leave the white where it is now. And so I'm going to half double crochet all the way over until my next to last stitch. So that'll be, let's see, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That'll be 18 half double crochets with pink. Alright, I'm going to do that last one, pink. I'm going to switch back to my white that's on this side now. So let me kind of change sides here. So switch back to my white, and I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in my white in that last stitch. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to turn, and you can count your rows here. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 6 rows there. So now on my 7th row, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches with white, and then I'm going to do color change to the pink, and then do 1 half double crochet with pink in the next 16 stitches, and then I'm going to change again to white, and then do 2 half double crochets with white on the last 2 stitches. Row 7, do 2 half double crochets in white, and now I'm going to color change to pink. I'm going to move my yarn around some, and I'm going to do 16 half double crochets in pink. And I am going to now color change to white. Let's pull my pink to the back. Color change with my white. And now I'm going to do 2 half double crochets with my white, 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. I'm going to chain 1. Now I'm going to turn. So I believe that was row 7. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now on row 8, we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, then 3, and we're going to color change with our pink. And we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 14 stitches with our pink. Color change to our white again. We're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches with white. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn. I like to try to keep it kind of sort of sorted, but you know, it's not always perfect. So for the next row, this is row 9, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, row 9. We're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Sorry, so 1, 2, 3, then 4. Now we're going to color change to our pink, and we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the pink in our next 12 stitches. I'm going to color change back to my white now. And I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in white in the next 4 stitches. Chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in row 10 now in each of the next 5 stitches in white. I'm going to color change to pink. I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in pink in the next 10 stitches. I'm going to color change back to my white now. I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next 5 stitches in white. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in white in the next 6 stitches. Now I'm going to color change to my pink and do 1/2 double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. I'm going to color change to my white, and then I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in white in the next 6 stitches. And now I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in white in the next 7 stitches. Then I'm going to color change back to my pink. I'm going to do 1/2 double crochet in pink in the next 6 stitches. And then color change back to white. And then do 1/2 double crochet in white in the next 7 stitches. Alright, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to do 1/2 double crochet in white in the next 8 stitches. Going to change color to pink, and then we're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the next 4 stitches with pink. Then we're going to color change to our white again, and we're going to do 1/2 double crochet in each stitch in the next 8 with our white. Now we're going to do 1/2 double crochet across in each of the next 9. And we're going to color change to pink now. And we're going to do 1/2 double crochet in the pink in the next 2 stitches. So there's 1, 2. Now we're going to color change to our white again. And do 1/2 double crochet in the next 9 with our white. Alright, now we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work 1/2 double crochet across in white, just solid white. So I'm going to cut my pink, and I'm going to cut my other white here. I'm going to just tie those together. Alright, and this is the one I want to use up the most because it's the one that has the least stuff in it, so that's good. So now 1/2 double crochet across in white, 20 half double crochets in total. Alright, so I'm going to just single crochet down this whole row, 1 single crochet. But this first one, again, I'm going to do like I did the last one. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that first stitch. I'm going to do 1 single crochet in all of the next 18 until I get to that very last stitch. So I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that corner. And then I'm going to do 1 single crochet per row down this side here. So in reality I should have somewhere around, I already did kind of this and this row already, but I'm still going to have like 17 because that's what I had on. If you don't know how to crochet at the end of the rows, if you have a hard time seeing, what you can do is you can follow your row. So if you see you have a row right here, you follow that to the very end and then you crochet right there. And then you do that with the next row. So here's my next row right here. I follow that all the way to the end and I put 1 single crochet in that next row. And then of course I keep on going like that. So now my next row is right here, so I'm going to put 1 single crochet right here. And then I go to the next one. So my next row is here. I'll put 1 single crochet right here. And I'm making sure I don't do these really tight. That's really not what you want. Let's see how many I've got. And that's really all there is to it for making single crochets at the end of the rows. One more than that last one. Alright, so now you're working at the top. So you're going to go into that first chain that you made at the top. It's a little bit hard to see on this one. But just go into that first chain that you made right here at the top. You're going to do 3 single crochets in that chain. It's going to go down your row here, your chain row that is, and you're going to do 1 single crochet in each one. So you should have 18. And when you get to the last one, you're going to do 3 in that last one. Alright, one more. And we're going to do 3 single crochets in that last stitch. Then we're going to turn again and we're going to do what we were doing earlier. So 1 single crochet in each of the stitches all the way down. Alright, now we're just going to slip stitch to that first stitch that we made. And we're going to tie this one off. And we'll weave in this in just a bit now. Okay, and you're going to want to make 2 like this also. Then 2 that say love. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them together. So I'm just going to sew them together like this way, and then for the other side I'm going to do like this way. So it's going to be back to back actually, so you see how the purse is going to go like that. So it's going to be kind of one of those longer purses. Alright, so I think I'm going to sew this together using this light pink yarn. It's very, very light pink. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to put the wrong sides together. Let me make sure when I fold these out they will say what I want the right way. Yep. Okay. That'd be bad if it didn't. Alright, so I'm going to find that cluster of 3 stitches in the corner, and I'm going to work into that cluster. So there is, so 1, 2, 3, I'm going to find that middle stitch. I'm going to find that back loop. So here is the front loop, and here is the back loop. So I'm finding that back loop there, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm finding that cluster of 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to grab that back loop. So here's the front, or this is actually the front loop of this one when it's facing you, but when it's facing the correct way, this is the back loop. Let's put it that way. And then I'm going to grab my other yarn here. And I'm going to connect it in chain 1. And I'm going to single crochet them together. So I'm going to start in the yarn that I connected with, and I'm just going to single crochet, 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way down. Remember grabbing those back loops, and if you end up with 1 stitch too many or whatever, it's okay. You can just fudge it. You can do 2 and 1. It's absolutely fine. So again, I'm just stitching these together, back loops. I want it to have a little edge on the front. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm at that middle stitch, so I stitched it all together to that middle stitch, and you see how it has that ridge there, and I like the ridge. I think that looks really cute. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this. I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the back bump all the way around this in each stitch. And when I get to the corners, that corner stitch, that middle corner stitch, I'm going to do 1 single crochet, or I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that middle corner stitch when I get to it. But my goal right now is just to single crochet all around. Okay, I'm at my corner stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Then I'm going to turn, I'm going to work down the other side. Okay, I'm at the corner stitch again, so I'm doing 3 single crochets in that corner stitch. Then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to work all the way down this other side. And so now I'm going to go into those loops that I've already worked into. I'm going to do the same thing with this next one, and I'm going to hold this to the back. I'm going to work right over it. And again, just using those back loops, you're going to just continue to single crochet. Corner stitch now, again at another corner here, so I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that corner, and then I'm going to continue to single crochet all the way across the top now. Again, I'm at that middle stitch there, that corner stitch, so I'm doing 3 in the corner. It's 2, 3. Now I'm going to work down the other side. And now I'm going to do like I did before. I'm going to single crochet in just that one we already single crocheted in. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same thing over here, so you see how it's connected right down there. So I'm going to actually try to catch that stitch and do the same thing there. So single crochet there, Now I'm going to connect to that first single crochet that we made, which is this one right here. So I'm just going to slip stitch to the first one we made, and then I'm going to cut my yarn off at this point. I'm going to tie it off, sew in those ends. And see, here is basically what the front part of my purse is going to look like. Let's see how much longer I need it to be. So I do need it to be a slight little bit longer. So I think on the edge what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the edge. So I'm going to start in one of those, that third one. So I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to insert my hook in that third one right here. So what I'm going to do now is I think it'd be pretty to shell stitch on the edge. So I'm going to chain 2, and now I'm going to skip 1, 2 stitches. I'm going to double crochet in that third stitch, so 1, and I'm going to do 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now I'm going to skip 2 stitches and I'm going to single crochet in that third stitch. See how it's making the little shell there? And then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and I'm going to double crochet 5 times. Then I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to single crochet. Then I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to double crochet. I'm going to do that all the way down. If it doesn't come quite out the way I want it to at the end, not quite 100% right, that's okay. I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to single crochet in the next, and then I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to double crochet. 5 double crochets, I should say, in the next. Now I'm going to again skip 2, and then I'm going to, I'm going to skip 2 and I'm going to single crochet. Then I'm going to skip 2 and then I'm going to do 5 double crochets. Then I'm going to skip 2, do my single crochet, and that third one skip 2 and do 5 double crochets in the next. I'm going to skip 2, single crochet. Then I'm going to skip 2, double crochet. Alright, now I'm going to skip 2, I'm going to single crochet. You see I don't quite have enough to finish off, so I'm just going to do single crochets to that middle stitch, and then I'm just going to slip stitch, same stitch, and fasten off. And I'm going to cut my yarn and weave in this end. And then I'm going to turn, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm going to try to match what I did over here. So I need to find that middle stitch, so 1, 2. So you've got 1, 2, 3, so I need to find that middle one, which is this one. And I'm going to single crochet in the first 3 stitches, because I did single crochet in the last 3 stitches. So I'm going to start with the one that I did my chain 1, attach chain 1. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and I'm going to double crochet in that 3rd stitch. I'm going to do 5. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, I'm going to double crochet in the next. Just repeat that till the end, just like you did on the other side. Skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, 5 double crochets. Now I'm going to skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, 5 double crochets. I'm going to skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, 5 double crochets. And again, skip 2, single crochet, oops, do the first one there. Then skip 2, double crochet. Then skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, double crochet, 5 of them. Alright, and then I'm going to find that corner stitch, and I'm just going to single crochet. Actually, I'm going to slip stitch in that corner stitch. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to fasten that off. I'm going to work in this end, but yay. Alright, so I'm going to work in that end, pull that behind. Look how cute this is, guys. It's so super cute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the others. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with this one, but I'm going to put the pink on bottom and the white on top. I'm going to move this one to the side, and then I'm going to put the wrong ends together exactly like I did with the other one. I'm going to find that middle 3rd stitch here. I'm going to work in the back bump, and I'm going to, or the back loop, and I'm going to find that middle 3rd stitch with this one. So there's 1, 2, 3. So this is the middle. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3. So this one right here is that middle stitch. And again, it's, if you're looking at it from this side, it's the front, but if you're looking at it from the right side, it's the back. So I'm going to connect my yarn, and I'm going to do a single. I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to single crochet in the back loop all the way down, Alright, so now I'm going to turn just like I did before, and I'm going to do one single crochet all the way down, all the way around. When I get to those corners, I'm going to do 3 single crochets in that second corner stitch. Now I'm just going to slip stitch to that first stitch that I made, and I'm going to fasten off. Oops. Let's pull you to the back. Alright, so now I've got this side made, so I want to start off exactly, because this is how it's going to mesh up together. So this side is actually going to touch this side. So I need to start off on this side right here so it matches. So and now it can be a little bit confusing. So the second side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my yarn again to that second chain in that cluster of 3, or the second single crochet in that cluster of 3. So I'm going to attach my yarn, and I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to do 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3. Again, because this side is going to match up like this, so it's doing it kind of the opposite way than I did before. Now I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to do my 5 double crochets. I'm going to skip 2, and I'm going to single crochet. I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to do my cluster of 5 double crochets. I'm going to skip 2 and do my single crochet, then skip 2 and do my cluster of 5. I'm going to repeat that all the way down just like I did before. Then we're going into that middle stitch, and we're going to slip stitch to that, and we're going to fasten up. But this time, this one we're going to leave really long, because I'm going to use my yarn needle to sew both of these together. So again, this one, we're just going to leave this one super long. All right, so now we're going to change over to this side. So again, remember that this side is going to match this side. So this one is the one where we start at the top and then we go down from there. So this side matches this side right here. So we're going to connect again to that middle stitch. Let me find my yarn end here, not this right here. We're going to put that to the side. I'm going to connect and I'm going to chain 2, which is what I did before to get me started. Now I'm going to skip 1, 2 stitches, and I'm going to do 5 double crochets in that third stitch. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, double crochet in the next, skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next, and I'll skip 2 stitches and do 5 double crochets in the next. Gosh. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, single crochet in the next, skip 2 stitches, double crochet, 5 double crochets in the next. Again, I'm just going to continue this all the way down to the end. Slip stitch and then fasten this one off. So now with all of these ends, I'm not going to worry about weaving all of mine in right now, simply because I know that I'm going to add a liner to this. If you don't want to add a liner, then I would go ahead and weave in all of these ends nicely. Guys, and if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I'm over the moon every time anyone subscribes to my channel, so just please subscribe to my channel. And now I'm going to take my yarn and my yarn needle. I'm going to thread it, and I'm just going to go around this. I'm going to sew this up on the side. So I'm going to start in this one, and I'm going to go through both loops when I do this because I want it to be really steady. Sure, I made this too long, but you know what? I'm okay with being too long. I'd rather it be too long on this than too short on it. And why I don't like cutting that off is because I think it just kind of gets, you know, it's just another end to weave in, and I think it can come loose easier too. I definitely don't want it to come loose. So I'm just over here slip stitching 1 in each, just matching them up. Making sure these match up correctly. And if you're off a little bit, you can go ahead and put 2 in 1. It's okay to do that. Don't think you have to start all over if you're just a little bit off. Guys, I'm going to finish sewing this up all the way around, and I will see you back here when we're done. Now, so where I'm stopping at is round right here, this edge. So you see how I started right around this edge, so I'm stopping kind of right around that same edge right here. May do probably just one more right here, just to make sure it's really secure. Alright, and now I have to decide about the zipper. So here's my little purse. I think it turned out super cute. The sides, see how they have the little bumps? That's super cute also. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the zipper. And you could pin the zipper in. That's probably the best idea. So you want to make sure that this part is obviously right about there. And then you want to make sure this part goes down here like it's supposed to. So I think maybe that is my best bet, is pinning this in. And I may see that I've sewed up just a little too much after I start to pin it in. If I did, that's okay. We can adjust. So I'm grabbing my pins. I didn't say we needed pins at first. I'll try to go back and add that to the description after I'm done. So I love my cute little butterfly pins here. Let's see here, and they're extra long, which I do love that also. So I'm going to put this in a Alright, and now I'm just going to go back and forth sewing this on. I'm going to try to get it at the same level the whole way around, which that may be a little bit difficult to do, but you know what, I have confidence that we can do this. So I definitely don't want to do anything that's going to interfere with the actual zipper part itself. So let's try to keep it kind of maybe towards the bottomish area. So I'm going through both of these loops here. And this one, since I'm going to add a liner, do the zipper like this, add the liner. I'm probably going to put this one for sale in my Etsy shop. I won't sell it for too much though. I'll put it at a decent price so it'll be economical for people. Now, since I'm at this end right here, so I did one right after the little metal thing on the zipper, and I'm going to go into this next one here. So I'm going to go into that metal part, or the thing right after the zipper on this next one too. And I do that fairly close to the top because that's the way it is. It's fairly close to the top there. Let me see if I can get a good angle on this to show you how I'm doing it. So these will close up nicely, just like that. Hey, that's exactly what I wanted to happen right there. Right now, I'm going to continue doing kind of the bottom edge like I was doing before. This down. Don't really want to poke myself with a pin, although, you know, it's, if I do, I do, right? Again, I'm kind of doing towards that. That's a little bit too much towards the bottom though. Gosh, these camera angles can be so hard sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to do this at the back, right here. Oops. And I'm going to go in through this one right here, the very back of the zipper. And then I'm going to go in to this other side of the zipper here, and the other side here of the, my hands are slippery, I suppose. Oops, right there. That's where I want to go in at. Okay, now let's see if this will zip like I want it to. Oh, good. So that zips up nicely. Let's see if it unzips. It does. Let's see if it's getting caught in anything in here. Scrap yarn. So that might be a good reason to cut some scrap yarn. So it's not getting caught up there. It's getting caught up on that piece of yarn right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this piece of yarn right here so it doesn't get caught up in that. Okay, now I'm still not going to cut this though. I'm going to weave this end in here again. So now what we need to do is now we need to make our straps. So again, super cute little purse. We've got to have our straps. So now you get to decide how long you want your actual straps to be. I personally like purses like this to be like a crossbody kind of purse. So I'm going to make my straps pretty. I'm going to make mine probably about 20 inches long. And I'm going to start at the side here that that my long side is not connected to. So I'm going to connect my yarn at one of these little puffs here. I'm going to hook my yarn, right like this. Oops. And I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do double crochets. So that chain 2, and I'm going to do it on the side here. You see I'm doing this on the side of one of the shells. So that counts as your first double crochet. So there's 1, 2, and now you're going to go 1 in the middle here. So go through both sides of this, and that's 3. Then you're going to do 1 more on this other side here, and that's 4. So you'll have what appears to be 4 double crochets. Now you're going to chain 2, and now I'm not going to count this one, the starting one, as a double crochet. The chain 2 is a double crochet. So you're going to work back. You're going to do 4 double crochets, 2, 3, then 1 more in the top of that chain 2, 4. You're going to chain 2, and then you're just going to do this back and forth until you get to the length that you want this to be in. So when I'm going to do mine to probably 20 inches, so I will see you back here when we're done. Alright guys, so I ended up doing mine quite a bit longer than I originally thought I was going to. So I ended up doing 38 rows, which is again quite a lot of rows. So here, my last row, I'm just going to tie this off. I'm going to leave this a little bit long and get rid of this. Oh, look, it's stuck to my scissors. Get rid of this. And now I'm going to sew this in the same area that I did on this one. So I'm going to take my needle and thread where I left it. And so I put it right on that hump. So I'm going to go right to this right here, which is the one that I connected that one to. Make sure you don't twist this while you're doing this, okay? So make sure you get it straight. So I'm going to go around this, and I'm going to into this first double crochet here. I'm going to keep it straight all the way down. So I'm going to go into my next double crochet. I'm going to go around that. Right here. Again, I'm just kind of trying to work this straight across here. And now this I'm going to pull to the inside. So I'm just going to take my hook here. Right here, pull that to the inside, and I'm going to grab my needle and thread, pull it through here, probably fish it out here again. Then I'm going to pull this to the inside, and I'm going to tie this off. Now, if you decide not to add a liner to yours, then after you tie this off, you're pretty much finished, but you're really going to want to work in all these ends before you sew anything up. Now, if you decide to do a liner, then, you know, the liner will cover up all these ends and everything. But I don't know, do you guys want to see how I do a liner? If you do, I'll make a video on that. Let me know in the comments and I'll show you how I do the liner for this one. This turned out super cute. I really love it. And in the next couple of days I will be working on the liner. And if you guys want to see that video, yeah, let me know if you want to see that video. And I will show you exactly how I do the liner for it. And if I do that video, I'll link it in the description below for future reference also. So I hope you love this project, everybody, and happy hooking, everyone.